G'day guys, Shawnee from Life and Tennis. In today's video, I'll be wrapping up the final major tournaments of the ATP and WTA Tour, as well as Rafa's final match of his illustrious career. So first of all, let's start with the ATP finals, or the Nitto finals in Turin, where Jannik Sinner has gone on an absolute tear and won the tournament without dropping a set. Which is the first time, incidentally, that any player has won the ATP finals without dropping a set since 1986, which is an absolute ridiculous achievement. And also very surprising when you consider, Novak and Federer that have both won. Well, actually, Federer has won it 6 times and Novak has won it 7 times. But yet neither player has won without dropping a set. So that is a phenomenal achievement from the world number 1. This is the Italian's 8th title of the year, which includes 3 Masters 1000 events and 2 Grand Slam titles. And it takes his win-loss record to 70 wins and 6 losses, which goes up there as one of the great calendar years alongside Federer's 2006 year and Novak's 2011 or 2015 year, which were both phenomenal years for those 2 great players. Sinner is also only the 3rd player behind Federer and Djokovic to win the Australian Open, US Open and ATP finals all in the calendar year. So another milestone for the Italian. While there were some notable performances from the likes of Sasha Zverev and Taylor Fritz, Sinner never really looked challenged throughout the entire tournament, and it's fitting that the Italian would cap off his breakthrough year with not only the title in Turin in front of his home crowd, but also the year-end world number 1 ranking. Coco Gauff has also won the WTA finals a few weeks ago, beating Qinwen Zhang in a 3-hour battle where she had to come back from a set and a breakdown to win in 3 tight sets. So yeah, an incredible year that she's had as well. She joins Iga Swiatek as the only active players under 30 to win titles at all levels, including 250, 500, 1000 and Grand Slam events, which is a very niche stat, but it just goes to show Coco's consistency across all levels of events on the WTA Tour. So congratulations to her, and hopefully she'll be able to springboard into 2025 and have an amazing season. In other news, Rafa has played the last match of his illustrious career at the Davis Cup, going down to Dutchman Botic van de Zandschulp in straight sets. The Netherlands ended up sealing victory over Spain in the doubles to finish the tie 2-1, putting them into the semi-finals and knocking out Spain, which effectively ended Rafa's career. Now, I've already made a video about what Rafa means to me, but with Rafa's career officially now coming to an end, I thought it would be a good opportunity to reflect on the great man and what he has done for tennis. Tennis fans all over the world, whether you're a Novak fan, a Federer fan, it's pretty hard not to admire what Rafa has done over the years. And yeah, we congratulate him on his amazing career. And it's sad to see him go, but of course, I'm sure it's not the last we'll see of him. But yeah, the last we'll see of him on court. His record speaks for itself. He's, especially on clay, but even across all surfaces, his competitive nature and his demeanor on and off court. He's a role model for kids and indeed just general tennis fans all over the world. So we'll definitely miss him. And it was sad to see him go out at the Davis Cup. We thought maybe he might get one more victory, but I think it just proves that, unfortunately, his injuries over the year have just taken their toll on his body. And yeah, I think it's the right time for him to hang up his racket. We saw a very touching tribute by the great man Roger Federer on Instagram. Actually, it was a 3-page letter. And basically, it lovingly described his relationship with Rafa, his rivalry with Rafa, and what he meant to him as a competitor, and basically how he had to evolve and adapt his game to be able to not only beat Rafa but progress in his own career. So yeah, it's worth a read, and it was a lovely sentiment from Federer. And so yeah, that leaves only Novak left of the big 3, and who knows how long Novak has left in his career. I think a lot of people potentially may be, well, if you're smart, you're not writing him off. But I think based on this year's performance, which wasn't one of his best years in recent times, not winning a major title, some people are saying that maybe next year will be his final year as well. But I'd still say that's quite hard to believe, just given the fact that he was still able to make finals and also win the gold medal at the Olympics for the first time in his career, beating Carlos Alcaraz, who was equally one of the best players of the year, just behind, say, Jannik Sinner. So, clearly the man can still get to a final, can still win major titles. So I don't think he's going to hang up the racket yet until he's, maybe getting knocked out in first or second rounds, basically, or until his body gives out, which to me, that's not likely to happen with Novak. It's more going to be, can he, consistently perform at the highest level at the major events in the calendar year, So next year will be a very interesting year for him. And yeah, Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner, still the two best players, still the two players to beat on the men's tour. On the women's side, it will be very interesting to see what happens next year as well, because you would say that Aryna Sabalenka, at finishing the year-end world number 1, was arguably the best player of the year, but I wouldn't say that she dominated the tour by any means. You had Coco obviously winning the Turin finals recently, WTA finals, sorry, and Iga Swiatek won Roland Garros, but maybe didn't dominate as much as she has in the past. So yeah, there's a few different players that have sort of come up. Qinwen Zhang had her best year of her career so far, so she looks like she's in store for a big year next year as well. So yeah, I feel like on the women's side of the tour, it's very open-ended right now, whereas on the men's side, it really does look like, Alcaraz and Sinner are the two main guys, alongside a few challengers such as Zverev, Fritz, and obviously Novak is still there, always in contention as long as he's playing, as long as he's on the tour, as long as he's healthy, as long as he's fit. But anyway, guys, that's all from me. And as always, guys, please like and subscribe for more tennis and life-related content. Cheers, guys.